All right, all right, all right. Welcome in H-Town. You are now tuned in to The Solid Grip, coming to you live at 5, no time for jive. I'm your host, J.R. Wilson, alongside me, Peen Wilson, and we coming to bring you some of this hot sizzling fire. Look, now's the time to close your mouth and open your ears and listen to what The Solid Grip has to say right after this here. What's going on, world? This is The Solid Grip. I am J.R. Wilson. My father's alongside me, Peen Wilson. And look, we coming to bring you everything that we got in a short amount of time, but we got something we need to talk about. No banners today. Coming straight from the hip, off the cuff, like the old school say. We know exactly what we're going to talk about. We're going to put it out. Before we do that, Pop, I need to know how you doing over there, man.
Doing great, man. Off work, spring break. Look like we're gonna have some beautiful weather, so I'm doing great.
Absolutely. That's going to be good for me, being out there working outside, having that good weather, man. So I definitely can appreciate that, man. First off, man, I just y'all see what is on the screen. I mean, as far as the title is concerned, as we know, JJ Watt is no longer a Houston Texan and never ever will put on a uniform for the Houston Texans. But now he's an Arizona Cardinal. And let me tell you, Pop, I'm absolutely elated for JJ Watt. Love the dude. You cannot not have love for a guy like that, man. Even though he could be a little extra sometimes, with his Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that. But dude is a lovable guy, one of the most outwardly moral dudes I know, relative to moral standards for the world. A philanthropist, great in the community, great on the field. And now, man, he's with the Arizona Cardinals, Pop. And without further ado, man, I'm not going to go too hard on this. Again, I'm happy for him. I do not, however, understand the decision that he made to go to the Cardinals when he had other teams to go to. But, Pop, I'm pretty sure that you have a rant about, what's the reasoning for J.J. Watt not joining a team into which he could possibly win that ring that he seems to have want to attain.
Rich, I can't see but one thing. It was about money, man. I mean, I think probably with the Cardinals, he got more guaranteed money that he would have gotten with the other three teams that seemed to have been in the hunt. And Pittsburgh was in the hunt. I mean, everybody, John Clayton counted them out and stuff, but they were in the process of trying to restructure some contracts, including Ben's contract, to try to open up some money to get him. I mean, because they do need some help on the defensive line. But, he chose Arizona, and I think it was strictly a money deal because I really don't think Arizona's nowhere close to being able to compete for a Super Bowl. As a matter of fact, I still think they're gonna have a tough time, especially in the division they in, to even make the playoffs. I mean, with the Rams being improved by getting Matthew Stafford, uh, we still don't know what's gonna happen in Seattle, but trust me, they won't be left without a quarterback. And of course, the 49ers. I think the 49ers will bounce back next year, whether Garoppolo is their quarterback or who's their quarterback, because they're going to have a great defense. So I still think that they're going to have a tough time making the playoffs. But again, this was his choice, and that's why they call it free agency and stuff. And so, we have to live with his choice.
Yeah, Pop, I think I've become apathetic to all the decisions and all the things that have happened when it comes to the Houston Texans organization over the last really 2 years, and 3 if you want to add Jadeveon Clowney. I've become apathetic towards it. I really just am numb to it, really don't care, man, because the Texans are spiraling out of control, man. That's easy to be said. They've even started a new series called Building the Texans with Kyle McNair, his wife Hannah McNair, and the new head coach of the Houston Texans, David Culley. And I don't like it. I don't like I still like the whole Fort Knox thing when it comes to football, man, as far as everybody don't need to know what you're doing. You know what I mean? I still enjoy that antiquated way of doing things when it comes to football because you bring the surprise out on the field. You know what I mean? Everything is suspense leading up to what comes out on the field week in, week out, and see what those results yield at the end of the regular season and into the postseason and maybe even into the Super Bowl. But I don't like what's going on there. But I am happy for JJ. I do not understand his decision, but it's a decision he had to make. Other than the money is like you said, Pop. And so hey man, the best of luck to you, JJ. I agree with my pop. Him and I had a conversation off air. I just don't know, JJ, that you're gonna be able to get no ring where you're at, man. The organization is not a great one. They got a head coach there, man, who just got out of diapers. You know what I mean? I mean, as far as his maturation level and just his age, and I don't think age is necessarily an issue, but yeah. So Pop, man, look, honestly, I wanted to really get to this mock draft, man, because the draft is right around the corner, man. I mean, it's right around the corner. We know that they're not gonna have a combine this year, but they are having pro days. As a matter of fact, there's a pro day going on right now with Alabama quarterback Mac Jones, and he seems to be doing real well, Pop. But man, I want to let you start off, Pop, with the number one pick in the 2020 NFL draft. Who do you think the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to take? And tell me why.
Well, I think they're going to take Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence has been the number one pick in the draft for at least 3 years since he came out of high school. He's been that good. I think he's probably right along there with not Oliver Luck. Was it Matthew Luck? Was it
Andrew Luck?
Andrew Luck. I'm sorry. Forgive me for that. His ranking is right up there with Andrew Luck. Although now he's just had some surgery and it was on his non-throwing hand. But before that, he went and performed for not only Jacksonville, but the Jets and a few other teams that's in the top 5 picks. And I just think that, Urban Meyer is convinced that, he going to go with him, and I don't think they'll change.
Yeah, I think that's a foregone conclusion, man, that Trevor Lawrence is going to be the top guy. I have an argument for some of the other quarterbacks that coming out that they could possibly translate better into the league. But if you're making a decision as a general manager, I'm definitely taking Trevor Lawrence with the number one overall pick with Jacksonville, especially with Urban Meyer, man, building that team up, man. All right, Pop, let's move on to the New York Jets. Horrible organization, but with the number 2 pick, who do you think the Jets are going to take in the 2021 NFL draft?
Well, I've got 2 picks for them. If they decide to trade Sam Darnold, I think they'll take Zach Wilson out of BYU. If they keep Darnold, they'll take the big offensive guard out of Oregon. I think his name Pirelli's Sewell.
Oh yeah, Penei Sewell. Yeah, okay, Penei Sewell. I gotta be honest with you. When I heard the general manager of the Jets speak this week, Sam Darnold, before he couldn't be touched, but now he said he would take phone calls. I don't think that they think he's the guy. I think they're gonna move on from him. I got the Jets taking Justin Fields. I think they want to go in a whole nother direction as far as quarterbacks are concerned. And I got them taking Justin Fields, man. They want to get a dynamic guy in there, a man of color. You know what I'm saying? New York is one of those more liberal states. And I think that Justin Fields will be the guy for them to ingratiate himself into that offense there in New York, man. So that's who I'm taking. All right, Pop, the Miami Dolphins got the number 3 pick in the draft. Who you got them taking?
After careful consideration, I went with Jamar Chase, the wide receiver out of LSU.
Ooh, wow. Before Devontae Smith?
Exactly. I love Dante Smith. He's my second choice for them to go with Tua, but Jamar Chase is just such a dynamic receiver and stuff. I think they'll go with Chase.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that, man. Obviously, that might change up from now until the draft. But okay, Pop, you might not believe this, but I think it's a foregone conclusion that the team Deshaun Watson has picked to go to, and I know he has not been traded yet, but there will be a trade of Deshaun Watson to the Miami Dolphins. And yeah, I won't talk about the picks in which I think we'll get, but I do think, however, that Deshaun will be a Dolphin in the 2021 season. And because of that, the Texans will be on the clock with the 3rd overall pick. And who do I have the Texans taking? Mac Jones out of Alabama. I'm telling you right now, Pop. I'm telling. I'm telling you right now. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. And here's the thing. I really, really, really like Zach Wilson. I really like him. I like the fact that he got our last name. I like the fact that he got great, arm angles when he throws. He's accurate. I like he uses his legs well. But this dude, Mac Jones, man, is slept on. He slept, and I'm telling you, he slept on, and he's the most accurate quarterback in this draft coming out. Period. Threw for 4,500 yards, 41 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. I'm telling you. Mac Jones. Watch what I tell you. Mac Jones. Because it's good. You know what they're going to do? They're going to use that Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Who? They're going to be like, Mac Jones. Who? I'm telling you, Mac Jones to the Houston Texans at the number 3 overall pick, man. He's still laughing. You crazy, man. You still laughing. I'm telling you, man. So, yeah, man. Let's move along to Atlanta, man. The Atlanta Falcons, they got the number 4 overall pick. Who you got them taking?
Got the Atlanta Falcons taking Trey Lance, the quarterback out of South Dakota State.
I like that pick, Pop. I like Trey Lance, man. Another man of color, you know what I'm saying? Another black man out of North Dakota State. And actually, they produce some fairly good quarterbacks out of North Dakota State. We know Carson Wentz came out of North Dakota State as well. Pop, I think that you're in the right direction as far as quarterback, but I think Atlanta's gonna take Zach Wilson, man. That's who I got them taking. They gonna get a young guy in there, man, who can, just really bring some liveness to the city. Atlanta's one of the biggest growing cities in America, man, especially when it comes to sports fans and things of that nature. But yeah, I think that Zach Wilson will be the guy there. He's a dynamic quarterback. I think he'll fit well with the 2 receivers that he has there. And yeah, that's who I got him taking. So let's move on, man. The number 5 overall pick for the Cincinnati Bengals is who owns that pick. Who you got him taking right here?
And I forgot to get this guy's where he goes to school, but LaShawn Slater, offensive lineman out of, is it Wyoming?
I don't know where LaShawn Slater's out of. Let me check. Let me double check that real quick. I have my screen up right here, but it failed me. Okay, it's pulling back up right now. LaShawn Slater. Man, Rashawn Slater, he is out of Northwestern in Chicago. Northwestern in Chicago.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Rashawn Slater. Man, they got him going like mid-round, man. You got him in the top 5, huh? Man, okay. I like how you going, Pat. Yeah, I like the direction in which you going, man. You went with Jamar Chase. I wasn't even expecting that, man. They got him in like a mid-rounder too. They got that other boy that's pretty high up. The boy from what's his man, I can't think of his name now. Not Devontae Smith, the other one, the other wide receiver out of Clemson. Not Clemson, Alabama. Jalen Waddle. Yeah, Waddle. Yeah. So yeah, he an H-Town boy.
In Texas, Episcopal High School.
Yeah. H-Town boy, definitely, man. Pop, I got a Penei Sewell, offensive tackle. I think they're gonna shore up that offensive line. I'm with you in the same direction. The Bengals are gonna shore up that offensive line. Joe Burrow will be back at the beginning of the season, and if not, early in the season, and they need to bolster up that line, man. And I think they'll do that at the number 5 pick, man, to get him some protection back there, man. Because I think Joe Burrow is gonna be somebody that you and the Pittsburgh Steelers gonna have to look out for in y'all's division. I'm not saying they're gonna win it, but I'm saying I think he's gonna be a quarterback that gives y'all some trouble, man. Yeah. So I don't know, man. We got some bad connection in here. I got to give me a Ethernet cord, man, so I can start plugging my laptop right into the router, so I can get that full connection, because sometimes my stuff goes in and out, your stuff goes in and out. And so yeah, we definitely gonna work on that. But yeah, that's who I'm taking, Pop. But I did want to ask you this before we get up out of here, man, because the clock on the wall says that's all, y'all. What you think about the Texans moving up to that third pick and taking Mac Jones? I saw you laughed a lot about that. I got to challenge you. Explain yourself.
But it's interesting, man. I just thought that you had some other quarterbacks, Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, that were, a little more highly touted. But I mean, I know you've probably done your homework. I hadn't done mine, but I'm basically going off of, say, Mel Kiper Jr. and Todd McShay and some other pundits out there and stuff. But it's interesting, man. I mean, the thing about Mac Jones, yes, he was good at Alabama, but man, Alabama was just loaded receiver wise, man. I mean, Waddle and Devontae Smith and stuff, and I can't think of the other receiver they got, but hey, man, look, you still gotta make the throws, man. He made the throws for sure.
Yeah, and I know Tua Tagovailoa did the same thing when he was there. But another thing came out too with Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith. They asked him straight up, what quarterback would they take? Would they take Tua Tagovailoa or would they take Mac Jones? Both of them said Mac Jones, man. And to me, that speaks volumes from a receiver, especially Mac Jones. He was, a third string quarterback. He was riding the pine. Nobody knew about him until last year, man. But that's kind of what happened to Joe Burrow, man. Nobody really knew about him, and then he had a breakout season, man. And sometimes that happens, sometimes that happens. So, Pop, man, if you want to close us out, man, you got anything else to say, man, before we get on up out of here, man? I yield the floor to you.
Well, yeah, Rich, and we next week, but I'm starting a name. I'm gonna have to get some shirts printed. It's called Fade for Cade. Okay? And what I mean by that is there's an 6'8" kid at Oklahoma State who I think is Luka Doncic light. Okay? He's not as big as Luka, but just as talented and probably more athletic. So, hey, that's going to be my campaign for the Houston Rockets and their fans and stuff. As a matter of fact, if we get some call-ins and stuff, as soon as I get the shirts made and stuff, we're going to get those shirts out and stuff. But Fade for Cade Cunningham.
All right, Fade for Cade. I like that. Hopefully that'll come to fruition. Then you could put some kind of stamp on them shirts, man. Get them out there and make you some paper. You know what I mean? So, all right, man. Look, we appreciate everybody, man, that'll put their eyes on this show, man. Continue to be with us. If you haven't done so already, and I didn't mention, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, The Solid Grip. Like, comment, and share this link with your people, with your partners, and with your family. And understand this: if you didn't learn anything from this show as you watched it, or was not entertained in any kind of way, believe, understand, respect, and believe this: that this is the show that is the flavor for your wings, the barbecue sauce for your ribs, and the sugar for your Kool-Aid, not your tank. Don't get it twisted nor misconstrued. I am J.R. Wilson for me and my father, Ping Wilson. This is The Solid Grip. Grace and peace to all y'all. See y'all soon.